Hey, what's going on internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH, and to be honest, if you're not on Twitter, then you should be. That's where a lot of news breaks. Matter of fact, go ahead and follow your boy on there while you're at it at Mr_I Keep It Real. There will be a link in the description box below to my Twitter. Anyways, Ubisoft was trending on Twitter today because they announced The Division 2 is coming in the form of a short teaser trailer. It was nothing to rave about. It just basically told us the reveal is happening at this year's E3. I thought the original Division was decent, but it left a lot to be desired, so I put together this video of my wish list of how I think the Division 2 can improve the series. The first and most obvious thing they could do to improve on is the story. In The Division, there was a smallpox outbreak in New York which caused mass chaos. People broke off into factions and they shot it out to survive. The problem with the story was it was just an excuse to shoot one another. How do you create a story about a virus outbreak and not once show a sick person? Humanize the story and its characters. Show what the outbreak did to the main character's family and friends and why he's doing what he's doing. Shit, you can get political with it if you want. Show smallpox victims begging for treatment outside hospitals, but they can't get it because they're too poor for health insurance. I mean, there is so many ways you can go about this. They can improve the game, but they need to humanize the people. The last game felt like a Rambo simulator, and it didn't make sense in the context of the storyline. The Dark Zone is whack, and you can't tell me otherwise. It's cool to get rare loot, but who cares if you can't use it to duke it out with other players in more traditional modes? I know TDM has been added in the original Division recently, but it was too late. Hardly anyone is playing the game anymore. I want to see TDM, capture the flag, domination, and what other game modes you can think of. Or how about a betting mode where each team member bets some rare loot at the beginning of the match and the losing team has to give theirs to the enemy team. There is so much more they can do with this game. Just make sure you come up with some type of balancing system in place since this is an RPG shooter, something better than what Destiny 2 has to offer, and you can captivate that audience with ease because, to be honest, Bungie is fucking up right now. The customization in the first game was okay, but there is definitely room for improvement. Nothing is more annoying than beating a boss and getting a red beanie for it. It's not rewarding. I want to see them put more creativity into the clothing. Hell, let me get a North Face or a Helly Hansen jacket so I can stun on my haters. Let me get some Jordans on my feet so I can run faster and jump higher. I mean, obviously they can't use brand names without cutting a check, but that doesn't mean we can't get some decent bootleg. Although the snow in New York was cool at first, it got old to look at very quickly. I felt like what made Assassin's Creed Origins great is the variety of locales found in Egypt. I personally don't want to go back to New York. Why not take the game to another city and show their perspective of the outbreak? It would allow you to change up the location and introduce new characters without hurting the continuity. Maybe even introduce vehicles, because Lord knows the first game was a running simulator. I want to do some drive-bys. I just felt like the first game discouraged exploration, which is weird in an open world game. Plus, I want to see more color than that white snow in the next game. It was like 3 enemy types and a helicopter in the Division. Not only do we need more enemy types, but we need improved AI. All their attack patterns were predictable in the first game. The common thugs would just stand there and shoot at you, and when you kill one of them, they would shout, "Hey, he shot Alex." Who the fuck is Alex? The first, fuck it, we gonna keep going. The fire guys would just slowly walk towards you, and they would shoot fire, and the bosses, oh my god, don't get me started on the fucking bosses.
Yeah. Look at this amazing AI. Just shooting him in the head. Doesn't even acknowledge me. This is Ubisoft at its best.
And last but not least, the Division 2 needs a Battle Royale mode. 100 men drop down into a snowy map and they shoot it out with their unbalanced RPG guns. It's not enough of these Battle Royale games on the market, so what's one more? Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't nobody want that shit. And thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.